gonna ride to this. They gonna shine to this. They gonna shine to this. This is hustling music. This is hustling music. This is what's up, y'all? Y'all still with me? Good. Let's talk about Janet's stupid ass. I know y'all ain't gonna like that, honey, but Miss Jackson got to get red too. Let's go and talk about it.
Oh, blue heart with the magic divine, daughter of ocean, her spirit will shine. Guided by Yeshua with ancestors' might, in her aura of gold we find our light. So stand by your side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow. So stand by your side, feel the sacred glow. In the realm of the real, let her power flow.
So like I said, what's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. If you are brand new here, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, you've been here and you've been fucking with me. What's up, kinfolk? Like I said in the beginning, though, let's talk about Janet Jackson. And I know a lot of y'all is Janet fans, and that's your girl. That's your auntie. All that beautiful shit, you know. All that shit y'all be talking when it comes to these celebrities. But, and I'm not saying that you're wrong for doing that, but you know, are you sure you want to align yourself? Other than her artistry, I understand separating the person from the music. Maybe that's what a lot of y'all should do, because Janet Jackson is a fucking asshole, and a lot of y'all don't like that. You ain't gonna like it, but I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Like I said, a lot of y'all are caught up in what Janet was and what her history was, you know. Some of y'all, oh, you like that's Penny. Some of y'all can't let go of her Velvet Rope era, and I'm not going to even lie to y'all. That was my favorite era of Janet. The Velvet Rope era, that was during when I was in high school. I even dyed my hair red like Janet, so I tried to get it as close to, you know, to be the artwork on the front of her album was her with the red hair, and I liked that red hair, and I had my hair like that. But I say that because I know I understand us saying, oh, this person has been this person for so long or whatever, but that's who Janet was in the past, y'all. She was only that version of herself because that is who entertainment told her she could be, okay? That wasn't the real her. So what we need to do going forward is to, understand that Miss Janet and changed, honey, okay? Miss Janet ain't the Janet that she once was back in the past, that artist that we once thought was so innocent with this little soft-spoken voice and her little quirky ways. No, ma'am, that's not who she is now, okay? She's no longer this woman. She is bitter, okay? I know y'all may not want to hear that, but Janet is bitter. She's not who she used to be in the past, okay? That's part of her issue. She, not necessarily minds getting old, but I think that she didn't expect herself to age as gracefully as she has, because although she's aged, Janet looks good. I think that Janet somehow thought that at best she was going to remain 35-year-old Janet, and that was, you know, packed out, toned up Janet. That was that's the way love goes, Janet. That was that girl, right? She didn't expect herself to not be her anymore. Now, yeah, she still does her thing or whatever, but you can tell it's older Janet. And she, what's up with these motherfuckers in this industry with getting old? Like, y'all do understand that's a natural progression of life, right? You're going to age, and Janet looks fucking good for a woman that's almost 60 fucking years old. But in her mind, she was supposed to remain this 35-year-old Janet. Like, she enjoyed that version of herself, and I'm not saying that from 35 to 55 like Janet is, you're supposed to age bad or no shit. Because there's some older women out here that's 60 that's out here doing it, baby. I mean, looking the fuck good. But Janet doesn't see them like that. All she sees is old women, okay? This is all she sees. And all she can see is, oh, I'm not the young Janet that I used to be. I'm not fine anymore. You know, stupid shit like that. Because her self-esteem has always been shit turds, okay? I know y'all don't like that, but Janet has always had the lowest of the low self-esteem. At no point did she think she was beautiful, so she had to have sex appeal, okay? This is the image that she had to sell. But now it's getting, and again, I'm an older woman myself, but I'm saying this as an older woman. It kind of starts looking a bit ridiculous when we get older and we still doing the same old slutty shit we was doing when we were young girls, don't it? Janet is feeling that. Not saying the bitch ain't booking no concerts. Bitch, I did not say that. Pay attention, whore. If you thought that, that's what was in your mind, okay? Examine your own thoughts. Anyway, yeah. And that shit she was doing when she was young, it don't quite look becoming of a 55, 56-year-old woman. And she can't quite do that. And the industry is starting to, you know, feel like Janet has run her course. Not that they're going to throw her away, okay? Because there can never be a moment of obscurity for Janet the fuck Jackson, okay? It will never be. Demetra Joe will always be around here. Y'all remember the era of her, too? I love that era of her, too. Love that era. Like, if I had known that was just an act, I would not have been as big of a fan of Janet as I was. And I was only a huge, huge fan of Janet because my older sister loved and worshipped Janet. Not worship, like, oh, bow down, but she loved Janet Jackson. And I picked up on that, and I'm like, oh, she is cool. And I like Janet, too. But had I known that she was going to be this anti-black, colorist, bitter old woman that she is now, oh, baby, I would not have been all Janet, Team Janet, none of that, baby. Like I would not have been all on her. And yes, I'm going to move on from these cars, but I need y'all to understand what Janet's whole malfunction is. She's aging, and she doesn't have that white life that they told her they were going to give her. You know, they've walked back a lot of the shit that they promised her. If you'll do this while you're young, if you'll make yourself overtly sexual, if you'll make yourself this, and there's nothing wrong with being a little Jezebel, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Jezebel in you, but they wanted it to be a whole lot, and they only specifically wanted it for non-black men. They wanted her to feed off the black community, get money off of us, but she was not to be with one of them. Y'all know that. Motherfucking bitch married one of them crackhead ass DeBarges. Now, not that, you know, I'm bigging him up, but baby, why you ain't married Jermaine Dupri? Huh? Because he's black, okay? Remember I said I had to walk back when I said that Michael Jackson was not anti-black? I've never thought that Janet was not a little bit colorist, but look at the way she behaves. Wouldn't give a black man a child, and y'all just listen to me. Let me have my moment. Let me cook, okay? Because it's real shit. And y'all will see at the end of the reading why she'll begin to regret the shit. All that shit is changing, okay? She's been anti-black her whole fucking career. Would not have a child by a black man, but had a child by an Arab man who fucking despises her. The man fucking despises her. And I know a lot of you Janet fans finna get up under here. Oh, he licks her ass while it's bleeding. Sure, sis. Sure, that's why Janet makes her security go with him or with her son when he gets to visit with his daddy. Sure, bitch. He licks the honey out of her ass crevices every time he see her, sure. But she got to send her best shooters with him just in case this motherfucker decide he getting ready to go to Iran or some shit with her fucking child. Sure, bitch. Anyway, Janet's own foolishness is eating her alive, honey. And she know it. Especially that shit, and I know y'all, I don't give a fuck if you hate it or not. That attack she went on with Kamala Harris was A, unwarranted, B, extremely ignorant, C, anti-black. Don't bring your ass over here talking about Kamala Harris ain't black. The nut that produced her, the nut that came in her mama, the nut that shot up in her motherfucking mom. And I'm not being disrespectful, Madam Vice President, at all, but you gotta talk niggas to niggas like this, okay? The man who fucking nutted in her mother is Jamaican. Are Jamaican people not black? Not all. Kamala Harris came from a black man. Children are whatever their father is. You dumb sons of bitches. And I mean that to Janet too, because this bitch couldn't wait to get her big mouth ignorant ass up here. Oh, he's running against the lady that's not black. I heard that she's not black. That's what they told me. So, bitch, at 56 years old, you don't know how to find out some information before you start running your mouth. No, that wasn't what it was. They promised Janet something. See, they fed off her dumb ass insecurity because deep down she wishes that she was a white woman because, hell, her life would be better. She's a fucking Trump supporter. You know, all of that stupid shit. But they went to her with an opportunity. They're like, you know, say this, you know. Help destroy this campaign that Kamala Harris is on and we'll reward you. You know, they played off this bitch's own anti-black rhetoric within her own self that's eating her inside out. Even though she knew it wasn't a good idea to do the shit, Janet punk ass did it anyway. And per the usual colonizer bullshit, you know. Well, before I get on that, you know, Janet made the fucking choice. Even though black people was like, yo, Janet, this ain't cool. Like, black folk was trying to save the bitch, okay? I seen it. I saw black folk motherfucking responding to the shit telling her it wasn't cool. All black people wasn't with that shit. You niggas was. Anyway, she was warned that this was not a good idea, okay? She was warned that it was not. But because the industry had promised her ass something, she did it. And not only did she do it, the bitch doubled the fuck down on it. Fired her publicist because her Jewish publicist knew that this shit was ignorant. Okay? Her publicist fucking knew, Janet, you can't say that and that woman's motherfucking daddy is black. Disrespecting this woman's whole family lineage. Got your ass up here and she gonna double down on the shit. Fired her person. I said what I said, babe. Bitter bitch energy, bitter old bitch, bitter old black bitch energy is what she gave up. I don't give a fuck if you do like Janet Jackson. That's exactly where it came from. Janet hates beautiful women because she's not. Janet hates mixed race women because she's not. She's not. That's why she got that little mixed son. Because that's exactly what she wanted. That's why her motherfucking brother had that grew them white children and called them his own, and they dragging their motherfucking mama, and it ain't shit Janet could do. But she knew better. Bitch doubled down on the shit even when she found out the shit was not true. She stood on that shit. Chose to stab black people in the back and then tried to, you know, play like, you know, what are y'all so mad about? I said what I said. I'm not saying anything that's not true. You know, trying to play like she wasn't a motherfucker that just helped spur this shit on. Okay, she done did it. And per the usual colonizer antics, you know, they prop you ignorant conservative black bitches up here to be the loudmouth for them. But you're usually the one that gets fucked up in the end because the sure shit stinks. They backed out on everything that they offered Janet. Wasn't it some shit like she was supposed to get some type of, not a residency, but something she was supposed to get, and she still may get it, but they're bumping her for these younger people, okay? The gag is, I think she was supposed to get the shit again. Let me not even repeat that shit. I mean, not even repeat it because I don't know if it's true, but she's starting to lose because, okay, whatever they promised her, they're like, wait a minute, we didn't promise you that. What do you mean? What do you mean what we said told you to say? No, are you just being mean to us again, Janet? See, now they done lean back into this shit. This will be coming up next, how nobody can work with Janet, how she's such a diva, how she's such this, such that, because they're going to begin their campaign of retracting what it was that they offered her. And she's going to see that they stabbed her in the back, just like she stabbed black people in the back when she agreed to go on this pro-Trump campaign. And now she out here by her goddamn self, getting her fucking head sawed off, simply because she decided to go against black people. Whatever the fuck it was they had for her, they ain't gonna give it to her. And I'm not saying black people ain't gonna fuck with her, because y'all know we absolutely forgiving. But does Janet deserve our forgiveness? It's almost like that fucking movie, Imitation of Life type shit. Janet would, if she were given the option, she would deny her own motherfucking mama. And would be loud with it. She didn't care that what she was saying was going to hurt women. She didn't care. She was so male-centered that she figured they were going to give her something that she had already passed the age range for. And now they get ready to let her get her head taken off all on her own. And let's talk about how Jermaine Jackson going to help them accomplish that.
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let a power flow. Bye.